when the film crew zooms where the president's at. I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is, so we're all, damn, director's got gumption. Like we'll all flip our shit he ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free emancipation. If it's not press election, it's God ascension. In Bruce Almighty, whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned. Can't explain to me why this ain't condescension to think I'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with his quick-spun wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on his lap while he whittles a splint. And some guy eyes what he does and patronizes. I guess necrosity's the mother of invention. Stop rapping for a second, you horse's ass. I have something important to talk about. Oh, what's up, man? Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was gonna connect her with Spur, but I lost my copy. Okay. Also, she lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her. My copy? Oh, that's gonna be tough. Why? I lost it. It's a stupid story. I'd rather not talk about it. Should be embarrassing, yo. I thought you said you had two. Well, yeah. One's my brother's copy. Okay, well then get his then. Alright. But he's not gonna be happy about that. Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this. Oh, man. What? Nothing, really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know? Slash rolls eyes. Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Rose, knit laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain. That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus the cozy. Rose, equip Grimoire to Strife Specipus. That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. Rose, recapture log all your items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire, in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Rose, allocate knitting needles to Strife Specipus. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, careful with all this stuff. Oh no, my cat jumped on my desk. No, Bella, no. You never get to be on the desk, ever. Hold on. I can't let this music play either, because it shows up later. Rose, knit plush candle, cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves. That would also be preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the zoologically dubious you're much more familiar with, such as... Rose, consult the grimoire. Fluthulu, the foul patrician of misery, to hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epic of joy has come to an abrupt end. And, of course, Nurubyiglith, the shame beast, king of grotesquerie, writhe lord of the moist beyondhood. Hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode. And of course there's Oglothoth, the deep one. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for 9,000 years. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, who caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. And then there's a strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You've never been quite sure what these diagrams are supposed to mean. Rose, take items and proceed downstairs. You recapture log everything the way you want it to, and want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on. You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even knows to assuage fire. Somewhere a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play, and so it threads on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. Spoken by American sports legend Charles Barkley. Rose, confront Mother in the hall. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant What? This is a really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a really cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too busy for that. Busy being totally sweet, but you could always try to guess his name. And if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet. Enter name. This guy doesn't have time for that sort of bullshit. Try again. Dave Strider. Examine room. Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably, even more cranked would be your fly beats, which bring us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spitting out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. Alright, what do we got? Turntables, copies of the game, probably records, a mixer, robots, Snoop, Stiller, dead things. Oh no. Oh, my cat's playing with the D6. That's fine. I don't need that. More accurately, it's a planar die. We got computer, huge fat speakers, camera, bed, which is just a mattress on top of a box spring. Classic. Owen Wilson, some Midnight Crew stuff, and of course some photographs. Where's the door? That seems to be the closet. Is the door supposed to be here, maybe? Nah, who cares? Dave, quickly retrieve arms from cinder blocks. Nah. Dave, get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you'll let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Dave, bleat like a goat and piss on your turntable. You'd never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them. And a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want to be any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which would probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes on a later date, however. Dave, examine closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap, like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Dave, check the blue box. Well, that's weird. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity, vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly. And ironically. Dave, take the box. You capture the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. Box equals 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 5 divided by 10 is 5. The box is capture logged in card 5. Dave, examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes, it is an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You gotta tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Dave, take the juice. You capture the juice into card 7. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 10 is 7. Dave, access Pester Chum and Pester John. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sound a roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box he sent you. You might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It'd be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. We got ill beats, dope rhymes, complete bullshit, Pester Chum, and Hephaestus. And here is a conversation that we've already read before. Dave, go online and view sites indicative of your interests. You open your Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog, where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you're sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. Grand snack, fuck yeah, Frito-Lays. Jesus Christ. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. Behold. Oh fuck. We've entered Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff mode. I can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and play these games. Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs. I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog. It keeps happening. I told you, man. I told you about stairs. And if we hop back over to Homestuck, now we're back in Homestuck mode. I don't know what you're talking about. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff? Have you gone crazy? What year is it? Dave, check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how the new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Midnight Crew. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes, convoluted. You're planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. Spade Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard in the table in the first place. Spade Slick, climb ladder and exit hideout. Implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems like some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Dave, skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you just sort of jump ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. Oh no! Oh no! That arm is not supposed to exist! Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just go over I'll be right back. As you can see, the oil has disappeared from the box, and the arm has disappeared from this frame. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. You'll learn later. And I'm back. You don't remember where you left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Dave, save your place. Read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. Dave, answered Chum. In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality. What? Oh no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay? I know. Sometimes I wonder how you were ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog." Seriously, dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can't hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate. Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help? Oh no, this song's special. Yeah, I mean, damn. Like there's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something? I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves to look at me and then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off. Heavy is the crown. Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess. What breathtaking magnanimity. Among other things, I just give and fucking give. Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying me to play that dumb game. Baseless accusations. Look, I'm telling you, Egbert's all about it. He'll play it with you, and you'll probably be tickled stupid about it. I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however. Yeah, I'll hassle him about it some more. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, I'll play it. Does that make you happy? More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out, but a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it's that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath it. Troubling. Investigate this. There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. Dave, play some hauntingly sick beats. Oh no. You've had enough of your computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time you got your jam on. You pull up your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Oh god. Oh god, is this thing fully functional? Okay, so right knob is master volume, left knob is volume for the current sample. Okay, but I'm seeing here there's Harlequin, Captain Planet, Ghostbusters, and I don't want to miss a thing. And now I'm very curious how to activate those tunes. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Even if I can't figure it out. Oh well. Dave, take a sip of the apple juice, despite what John said. Those beets were so fresh they belong in the produce aisle, is what you're talking about. Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons, you know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it'd be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 divided by 10 is 7. You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mendel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert. You recapsulug the juice. Dave, allocate the sword to Strife Specibus. Your Strife Specibus is already allocated with the Blamed kind Abstratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it's in your Strife deck, but you'll have to capsulug it first without moving it there. Dave, capsulug sword. The ninja sword, 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 equals 17, divided by 7 equals, divided by 10 equals 7. Occupies the same card as the juice, expelling the juice in the Siladex. It splashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. Ugh. Dave, get a towel or something. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Dave, capsulug the damp towel. You take the damp towel. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 15, divided by 10 equals 5, expelling the box. Dave, search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you just decide to wring this towel on the toilet to make it less damp. It's now just a regular old towel. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 8, divided by 10 is 8. Dave, take the towel. You take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. Dave, clean up the juice. You clean 2 plus 1 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 8. Up the juice with a towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off. In the breeze of the fan, the beta jostles near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. Dave, turn off the fan. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours. Forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You also might chat about your respective Siladices and fetch modi, if the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he's anywhere near as smooth with his Siladex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. Stop! 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 7. Oh no. You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this. Dave, look out the window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned on ever using that beta ever. Anyway, now that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room to— Wait, what? Wizards. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You're standing eye to eye with a familiar face. The 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard Zazarpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassen eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. Rose, psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards. There's nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. She's just a very committed woman. Rose, go downstairs to the kitchen back door. You descend to the living room area of your home's expansive, open layout. There is the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it's become hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed. Rose, view Mother's solid copper vacuum statue. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with the drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much you had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but it can't actually do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes, at night, when you're in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Rose, grab the Eldritch Princess. It's too big to capsulog. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. Dear God. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She will never be the one to blink first. Rose, acquire umbrella for protection from elements. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. I guess you'll just cross that bridge later. Rose, peek inside kitchen. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. Rose, investigate richly colored object in middle of screen. That would be your refrigerator, whose surfaces have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jasper's when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it. You had it welded to the door. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message, which may or may not have been directed toward anyone in particular, but you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. Rose, attach a W to face as a fake mustache. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom, but it's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you're absolutely positive no one is watching. Rose, capture along the W. Well, W is greater than L, but W is lower than V. But that unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. Rose, think of ways to one-up Mother. You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick? Or maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it? Then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology? No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. But you've already done something with that W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business, and that pillow is screaming for rebuttal. Rose, caption log the velvet pillow. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully, you can pull this off before she notices that it's gone. VE is greater than L. VE is less than VI. VE is greater than U. But it causes your tree to become pretty badly unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment. And just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible in the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus. These happy little surprises. Rose, head out the back door. Okay, that's enough. Time to go. You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house. Of all things to be doing during a power outage, she's up to her ironic housewife routine again. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman! Hop over the counter, landing in a roll. This bird's gotta fly. Youth roll! Lousy goddamn stupid wizards!